The night was loud, the bar alive with laughter, music, and the roar of motorcycles outside. No one expected silence to fall in seconds. But when the biker grabbed the waitress, ripping her shirt, what was revealed froze the entire bar. No one laughed anymore, no one spoke. And from that moment forward, everything changed forever. The Red Lantern Bar wasn't a place for the faint-hearted. It stood at the edge of town, where bikers rolled in with heavy engines and heavier tempers. On Friday nights, the place was thick with smoke, spilled beer, and stories louder than the jukebox in the corner. Among the chaos moved Anna, a waitress whose quiet grace seemed out of place in such a rowdy world. Anna wasn't the type to draw attention. Her hair was always tied back, her smile polite but distant. Her movements quick and precise as she carried trays of drinks. To the regulars, she was just the quiet girl who worked nights. But behind her gentle eyes was a past few could imagine. She was running. Not from the law, not from money troubles, but from memories that had scarred her more deeply than anyone could see. That night, a biker gang rolled in louder than usual. Among them was Ray, a broad-shouldered man with tattoos that told a story of battles fought both inside and outside prison walls. He was drunk, loud, and hungry for attention. When Anna passed by with a tray, he shoved it off balance just to watch her struggle. The men laughed as beer spilled across the floor. Anna bent down quietly, gathering the broken glass without a word. Too quiet for her own good. One of the bikers muttered. Ray smirked. Or maybe she thinks she's too good for us. The taunts grew sharper, crueler, fueled by alcohol and arrogance. Then, with a sudden burst of anger, Ray grabbed Anna by the arm, spinning her around. Before anyone could react, he pulled at her shirt, ripping it open in the middle of the crowded bar. The room froze. Laughter died instantly, because what lay beneath wasn't what anyone expected. Across Anna's chest, faded scars ran like maps of pain, burn marks, deep lines, evidence of unspeakable cruelty, and there, just above her heart, was a tattoo, a military insignia, the mark of a unit known for saving lives in war zones. Silence thickened. For the first time, even Ray looked unsure. Anna's breathing was heavy. Her eyes filled not with shame but with a quiet, powerful rage. She pulled her shirt together and stepped back. The room stared, not at a victim, but at a survivor. The bar's owner? An older man named Carl stepped out from behind the counter. His voice was low but firm. Ray, you crossed a line. But Anna raised her hand. No, let me speak. Her voice, though calm, carried weight. Everyone leaned in as she began. You all see scars and think weakness. But these. She touched her chest gently. Are proof I survived things you can't imagine. I was a medic in the war. I patched up men tougher than you, men who cried like children when death was near. And every mark I carry is a reminder of the lives I saved and the life I almost lost. The bikers shifted uncomfortably. Some lowered their eyes. Ray, for once, had no words. I came back home to silence. No one clapped for me, no one said thank you. I got a job here because it was all I could do, to keep moving. But don't ever mistake quiet for weakness. And don't you dare laugh at the scars that kept me alive. Her words struck deeper than fists ever could. Slowly, one of the younger bikers stood and raised his glass. To Anna, he said quietly, his voice trembling with respect. Others followed, their rough voices turning into a chorus. To Anna. Ray looked around, realizing he was now the outsider. His smirk was gone. He muttered something under his breath and left the bar, his heavy boots echoing in the silence. Anna didn't smile, but her eyes softened. She adjusted her torn shirt, nodded at the crowd, and continued working, as if nothing had happened. But everyone in that bar knew they'd never look at her the same way again. From that night forward, Anna was no longer just the quiet waitress. She was a survivor, a fighter, a hero. And in the Red Lantern Bar, her scars were no longer marks of shame. They were badges of honor. Inspiring message at the end, sometimes the strongest people are the quietest ones. Their scars don't make them broken. They make them unbreakable.